Please remember that the complete information for the class that you are about to view is at elithecomputerguy.com. Not only do we have our videos there, but we have part lists, diagrams, pictures, and even complete code examples. So if you are watching this video and you want more information, please go to elithecomputerguy.com. Welcome back. As you know, I am Eli the Computer Guy, and in today's class, I'm going to be teaching you about the inArray function with PHP. What the inArray function allows you to do is it allows you to test the value of your variable against the value of an array. So many times when we're dealing with variables, we are testing against one value. So basically, is the variable value over here equal to, greater than, less than this other value, right? That's how we're normally testing for variables. But what if there are potentially numerous different values that we want to test the variable against? So in the example that I'm going to be giving you today, we are going to be talking about the states that the company ships to. So basically we have a little form. We are going to plug in your state, where you're from, and then this little application will say whether or not the company ships to your particular state. So in this example, right, there are multiple different values that may be correct. So if you're in Maryland, if you're in New York, if you're in Virginia, right, we do ship to those states. So if you plug in the value for a variable that is one of those states, we want to say, yes, we do ship to you. If it's a different state, we want to say, no, we don't ship to you. Well, the cool thing here is basically you can create one array. So you can create an array for all of the states that you ship to. So Maryland, California, New York, Pennsylvania, so on and so forth. And then basically what you can do is if somebody puts in their state, you can simply test for in the array. So the state that you're going to be presenting, is that somewhere in the array? If it is somewhere in the array, then yes, we do ship to you. If it's not in the array, then it will fail out and says, no, we do not ship to you. So the cool part about this is you can have one array, you can have one variable that is an array, you can put in numerous different values to test against, and then basically with the inArray function, all you do is you take your variable, you say, is the variable value somewhere in the array? Is it Maryland? Is it Virginia? Is it New York? Is it one of the states that's in this array? If so, good. If not, bad, and go on from there. So I'm going to be teaching you how the inArray function works and why it's so useful. So the warning, Will Robinson, warning for today is do remember that within PHP, capitalization does matter. So Maryland in all uppercase is different than Maryland in all lowercase, is different than Maryland starting with an uppercase M, everything else lowercase. So this is one of the things that you're going to have to be thinking about in your array. When you type out your array and you put all the values that you want to in that array, one of the things that you need to think about is the capitalization issue. So one of the things that I did today is I used another function called string to lower, strto lower, and basically what this does is when we input a variable value in our little form, what it'll do is it'll make that string all lowercase. And so then when we're comparing the variable value that we've submitted to the values within the array, then everything is lowercase. So if I did not use that function, and literally I typed in Maryland uppercase M, everything else lowercase, when it goes and looks at the array, in the array, Maryland is all lowercase. So those are not equal, and then it would fail out. So this is one of those things you have to be thinking about in the coding world. Remember, things like capitalization matter. So how you deal with naming conventions, how you deal with capitalization is going to be very important. One of the useful things in PHP is you can modify text. Again, like with this function string to lower, you can make everything lowercase that's submitted, and that may be a way that you can create your web application so that you don't run into any weird capitalization issues. So with that, let's go over, take a look at the demonstration, and then I'll show you how the code works. So here we are back at my demonstration machine. Again, this machine doesn't really matter. Essentially, all I need is a web browser. That web browser is then accessing my LAMP server, Linux Apache MySQL PHP server, sitting at 10.0.1.37. There I have a PHP script called inarray.php. So when we take a look at this, essentially all I've done is I've created one single script here. This has an HTML form, and with this HTML form, I can simply plug in what my state is, hit submit, And then up here, it will say whether or not we ship to your state. So if I go here and I say your state is, and I type in Maryland, right? I can hit submit. We do ship to Maryland. If I go here and it says your state, and I put in, let's say, California, make sure I misspell that, and I submit, we do not ship to California. If I want to see if you ship to New York, then it does say we do ship to New York. Again, if you want to do Virginia, it'll say if whether we do ship to Virginia. And if I say do we ship to Michigan, then we'll submit, and we do not ship to Michigan. So basically, with this one thing, all I'm doing is I'm posting the results from this text box to this PHP script. It's checking against the array. If the state that I put in the array, then it says, yes, we do ship. If it's not in the array, it fails out and says, no, we do not ship. And so this is the basic example that I'm giving you today. Now, the important thing, again, with that string to lower is if I put in Maryland like this, do remember Maryland like this is different than lowercase Maryland, right? That is actually different as far as when PHP is going to see if something is equal. So that's where I have the string to lower function over in the script. What the string to lower function will do is it'll turn this into all lowercase. So if I hit submit here, it'll say we do ship to, and this is where you can see everything was put into lowercase. If I do all uppercase, right, again, when I submit, that string to lower function is again going to put everything to lowercase, so that when I'm seeing if the variable value is equal to something in the array, we're actually testing for the right thing. So with that, let's go over and actually take a look at the code. So here we are back at my server. Again, I'm using Ubuntu 18.04 LTS, the desktop version, so I can give you the graphical user interface. This should work on basically any distribution, any version of Linux that you're using, and especially it will work on just the command line, so you do not need a graphical user interface to actually be able to run this script on your server. So when we take a look at this script, essentially we have two components. Again, for this, everything is in the one script, so this is the inArray.php. The first component up here is the PHP component of the script. This is what where we're actually going to parse the variable value and verify if it's in the array or not. And then below that, we simply have the basic HTML form. So since this HTML form is outside the PHP script, we don't have to do echo or anything like that. So basically, if we come down and we take a look at the form first, we can see, so we have the form, we have the action. So the action is in array. So basically with the form, it is simply going to send the value from the form back to this particular script. It's post, we come down to your state, input type equals text, and then name equals state. So this is the value that we're going to be dealing with. This is the value that we're going to be posting back to the script. So then if we come up here, we open the PHP. The first thing that we need to do is we need to create a variable called $state. So this is what we're going to be testing against. What we're doing here is we're doing the post and we're doing the state. So basically what gets posted here under the name of state comes here. And then I'm using this function, string to lower, right? So basically what string to lower does is when the state post data comes in, we are then going to turn the value to all lowercase. And again, it's very important when you're thinking about testing values in PHP, remember capitalization really does matter. So basically whether it's Maryland, Delaware, California, whatever we plug into the text box down here, it is going to be turned to a lowercase. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to create an array. So the $ship to variable is going to be an array. And then in this array, this is where we can simply plug in what states we ship to, or basically what values are either good or bad. So we open up the array, double quotation marks, Maryland, close double quotation marks, comma, double quotation marks, Delaware, close double quotation marks, comma, New York, Virginia, so on and so forth. So here I could just keep adding different basically values, right? So if we start shipping to Maine, I can simply just plug in Maine here. See, that's the nice thing about being able to test an array. So if I need to, if I need to modify this for any reason, I can simply come in here and now Vermont is in the array. I don't have to create different variables and really try to futz with the PHP script too much. I can simply come in here and modify things. Or if I want to get rid of New York, literally all I have to do is now, as far as the array is concerned, I got rid of New York. So now we no longer ship to New York. We do ship to Maine and Vermont. So that's the cool part about an array. It's very easy for you to be able to add or subtract these different values. Then we're going to come down here and we're basically going to do an if-else statement. So with this if-else statement, we are going to use the in_array function. So the in_array function, the first thing that we're going to pass to the in_array function is what we're testing for. So basically the state, so the value coming in from the form, that's what we're going to put here. So basically we're saying is $state, comma, in the array of, and so the array that we're going to be passing ship to. So basically is the state variable in one of the values in the ship to array. And then if it is, echo, we do ship to the state, else we do not ship to the state. And that's really how the in array works. So basically you create the variable and the value that you want to test, and then you want to create the array that you want to test against. And then basically all you can do is, again, an if-else statements or just if statements in the array. If the variable is in the array, then do something, else don't. So with this, again, the cool part here, I was able to modify that very easily. I can simply hit File, I can simply hit Save. Now if we go back to the demonstration, I can do something such as I can now simply type in Vermont, hit Submit, and we now do ship to Vermont. Now, again, we took New York off, so I try to ship to New York. We do not ship to New York. Literally, all I had to do was modify the values in that array, and now those values are functional and live. So that's why in array is a very useful function for you to use in PHP, and that's how to use it. So there you go. Now you know how to use the in-array function in PHP. The one thing I'll warn you in coding is that function is incredibly simple. That function is incredibly simple. So you simply say the value for a variable, basically, is the value for a variable in an array. If it is, do X, else do Y, right? That seems really simple, but this is one of the places that you'll get screwed up in coding, especially if you're a new person, because what seems very simple, when you actually put this into practice, can get very, very, very complicated. Again, simple things such as capitalization. Remember, when you're testing values, uppercase M, lowercase, the rest Maryland, is different than all lowercase Maryland, is different than all uppercase Maryland. So when you go to do that test, basically you have to make sure that everything is formatted in such a fashion that you'll get the results that you're expecting. The other thing to be thinking about is here, when I created that array, I actually plugged in things such as the states that I'm putting in that array. So basically I put in the values, Maryland, Vermont, Maine, whatever else. Something to think about when you're building your web application is you could dynamically create an array off of values that are sitting within your MySQL database server. So you may have values in a table, and so you dynamically create an array based off of those values, and then you test against that array. And so that's where a function as simple as in_array can actually start to get quite sophisticated with just a little bit of work. So those are some things to be thinking about when you go to use this. Again, the most important thing, really, seriously, the danger, Will Robinson, is just remember that whole capitalization issue. If you're not thinking about it, you might get really frustrated. You might think you're doing something theoretically wrong with the code, when in reality you just don't understand how capitalization works, and that's why your little code is failing out. So, as always, I enjoyed teaching this class. I look forward to seeing you at the next one. If you like the content that I create, please think about going to elithecomputerguy.com and becoming a member or donating. Please understand that all of the educational videos are in front of the paywall. That includes the videos, that includes the notes, the diagrams, and the code example. All of that is freely available and in front of the paywall. But if you want to watch opinion videos, or if you want to be able to comment, you do need to become a member. Membership is $5 a month or $60 a year, and gives you access to those opinion videos and the ability to comment. If you don't want to become a member, you just want to give a one-time donation, there's also a donate button where you can do that. Please understand, in order to provide the education that I am, it does cost money. Servers cost money, equipment costs money, travel costs money. All of these things cost a reasonable amount of money, and the fact of the matter is YouTube's advertising program no longer supports creators the way that it used to. So if you want these classes to continue to stick around and you find them to be valuable, please think about either becoming a monthly member or donating a few dollars for this project.